Hey guys, welcome to 10-Minute English with May. Today we're going to talk about more pronouns. So last time we talked about the personal pronouns, I, you, he, she, it, we, they, and the different cases of these pronouns. So today we're moving on to a second category, which is the indefinite pronouns. So on the board, you can see that there are quite a few of them. But one thing to keep in mind is that most of these are singular. So I just drew a pink line, and under the line, we see much, little, someone, something, somebody, anyone, anything, anybody, each, everyone, everything, everybody, either, neither. So all of these are singular. So as most of you probably know, much and little, they are used with uncountable nouns. So nouns like liquid, water, juice, rain, or tiny grains like sand, rice, pepper, or something that is abstract, intangible, like information, beauty, knowledge, right? We often use them with much or little. So, for example, much of the information, you need to use a singular noun, so has been obtained. All right. Same thing for the other pronouns here. So a lot of people would mistaken everyone, everything, everybody for a plural pronoun because they assume that it's referring to all the people. But we're talking about single individuals here. So it is singular. And one very important thing is whenever you see each or every, actually, it doesn't matter how many nouns or compound subjects follow, they're always in the singular form, and therefore the verb always need to take the singular form as well, which is coming with the S or the ES ending. So for example, every man, woman, and child is cheering as the procession goes by. So in this case, you can see that I have compound subject, man, woman, and child because of the word every or maybe each. Instead of using plural men, men, or women or children, I need to stick with the singular. And even though there are three compound subjects, you can see that the verb is cheering. That has to be singular. All right, what about several, both, many, and few? We know that these are plural because they are used with countable nouns, right? Countable nouns like people, students, apples. What about all and some? Well, these largely depend on what nouns you are talking about. So whether you are talking about countable or uncountable, so they can be used with both. So let's say all of the students are absent, right? So in this case, the subject is all. Remember that you want to cross out your prepositional phrase, right? But students, that is countable. So all are absent. Whereas if you say all of the water has been drained, right? Same thing. Let's put our prepositional phrase in parentheses. Subject is still all, the indefinite pronoun, but in this case, we're talking about water, which is uncountable. So my verb becomes has been drained, which is singular. All right. And at the bottom, you see a red box. either or and neither nor. So these are not indefinite pronouns. They are actually called paired conjunctions. Now, why would I mention paired conjunctions here? So let's compare using either, neither, and either or and neither nor. So neither of the men is or are capable of lifting this rock. And I say either the man or his children needs or need to submit this form. Okay, so in the first case, this is not paired conjunction because there is only neither. There's no nor. And so if I cross out the prepositional phrase, neither is my subject and neither is an indefinite pronoun, it is singular. So neither is capable. Whereas whenever you see paired conjunction, like in this case, either or, you only want to focus on what comes after or nor, right? In this case, children would be the subject that you are looking at, and children is plural. So you would need to use a plural verb. So if you simply change the order, you say either the man's children or he himself needs or need to submit this form, you would have to again look at what comes after or, and that would be he himself, he, right? And we'll talk about what himself is in the following lecture because that is a different kind of pronoun called intensive pronoun, but he is singular, so we need to choose a singular verb. All right, so now let's take a look at the example sentences. In the first example, we know that indefinite pronoun all depends on what it's talking about. So in this case, water is uncountable, and again, students is countable. So you can see in the first instance, it is singular. In the second instance, it is plural. Have already left. Have left is your verb. All right. And looking at the third example, Bob and John are going to fail. Neither. So this is our indefinite pronoun, pardon me, not paired conjunction, right? Even though it is referring to either Bob or John, or neither Bob nor John, right? So neither has submitted, singular. And in the second example, or actually the fourth one here, it is paired conjunction. You have either or. So you look at your brother needs to clean up this mess. So needs is your singular verb. All right, and that's it for indefinite pronouns. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.